Just take him out, please.
Talk is cheap, but scars don't lie. Gotta fall to learn to fly. May your tears all run dry. Sun will shine after the sky. Oh, lessons learned and bridges burned. Life will twist and then you'll turn. Don't regret the times you yearned. Every page is where you learn. Chased the shadows, lost my way. Found my heart in disarray. Broken dreams had lots to say. Built my kingdom from the clay. When the night is deep and cold, treasures wait in hands we hold. Every story will unfold. In the end, you'll be bold. Every page is where you learn.
All right, you guys. Just pulling up my guests for the week and making sure I have each of their lessons correct. Who is all here that is on my show today? Okay. Crazy, are you really on the show? I don't think that was one of the names in here. So we have Tico. I know there's JMB and Redesign. Or I just want to know who's here. I know we have the two. We're missing Tico, right? Jay, I need you to answer these questions. Because I can't have that name in the box if this is real life. Jay, emoji Jay, please listen to me. I need you to answer these questions. It doesn't matter, I don't think, with the show already starting unless I restart the show. Because I'll get in big trouble for that. She's got pretty much a redesigned cuss word in her name and saying she's on. No, you're okay, but I can't have that in the guest box and not get in trouble. So do I have to end and just come right back super quick and she just has to change it before I have her in the box? Because I want to get everybody on, but I can't have that in the guest box. Before and it'll change in the box. Okay. You can leave crazy. You just can't have that second word in there for the featured show, baby. Thank you. All right, who wants to go first? Tico's not here, right? We've got JMB and not to keep calling you crazy, and crazy. So since she's got to do the name change, JMB, you ready to go first? I am crazy, but all right, baby, request the box. We're going to go while you're blinking. We're going to give you a minute. You'll be blinking for a minute and then we'll get her. I'm sorry. Normally that's something I do in the comments, but I've been not slacking. I've just been overwhelmed and busy and I don't always, I haven't been as good as I once was about the little things. You know what I mean? I just work and kids and mom life and watching grandma, helping with that and the dog and you know, life, just life. So I am sorry, as long as you can change that, because I definitely want to get you on the show. I liked all your guys' lessons a lot. So we learned at the beginning of the show that I can sometimes have a potty mouth, and I do apologize again for that. My dog just, my dog's a dog, and I didn't prep the living room for him. When I moved everything from here to over there, he got in the way of it. Almost knocked over my 500-piece puzzle. Shouldn't have been a big deal, but it was. So no cussing. You could drink coffee, water, but no alcohol. No smoking, no vaping. Anyone in the comments, if you're rude or disrespectful in any manner, you're instantly gone. I will not, and my friends will not tolerate any of your baloney. This is a safe space. And at my age, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not handling any of y'all's negativity. I have a teenager I live with, and that's about all I can take. All right? But seriously, she's mean. Y'all raised, now I know it's like JMB, he's still kind of close to his teenage years. So you can remember them teenage girls. For those of you that are older, you ladies, you remember, they're mean. And it's not like, okay, like my son was dumb. He did dumb things. Okay? That made me go, how do you survive? And made me worry. That one is cutthroat and tries to rip your heart out. They're not the same kind of mean at all. Mortal Kombat, that's how I feel like sometimes when we're arguing on brand, like for real. But I love her. Most days. No, I love her all days. Some days we just don't like each other. Teddy bear my butt. Let's see. So yeah, no negativity, guys. Got enough of it. If the show was easy to do, y'all would be lined up to be on the show. So I demand respect for my guests. If you're in the comments and you guys want to chit chat, this is the 1 hour that I stream that I dedicate to my guests, right? So while they're in the guest box, whatever they're talking about is what I'm on board with, right? If you want to have a conversation with me, come back after 11 and we can have a conversation. If it's related to the topic at hand and somehow we miss your comment, please repeat it. Sometimes the comments go fast. Sometimes I'm just talking a whole lot and staring off in la la land because I don't like, it's hard to look at myself, so I have to, my eyes wander, right? But yeah, I think I covered them all, right? Be nice, no drinking or smoking. Yeah, I think that we as adults can handle that, right? Be nice, no drinking and smoking in the box. All right, here we go, JMB. Hello. Welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. And
good.
Yes, thank you so much for having me on your show, future show.
Thanks for coming back on. I guess let's go ahead, just in case we do get a third guest. I want to kind of dive in here on your topic. And then you remember, right, I'll ask about you actors, so don't go dipping out on me when we're over with this part. I guess just let these fine folks know, like, what was your topic and what made you pick it? And we'll start there.
The topic was me staying away from negative people or negativity in self, and basically, being hit. So it's best a way to get away from that and go to your safe place and self-love. Talking about self-love today.
Self-love is huge, and so is the realization that I hear two realizations in what you said. One, negativity breeds negativity, and you are what you surround yourself with, right? So when you surround yourself with people who are constantly spewing negativity, like just a small example, where I work, there's one girl who is that I've never one time heard a positive thing come out of her mouth. And I don't say that in a lighthearted way. Like she's stuck in some kind of, she's just not happy with herself or her life. And I can say that to y'all because 20 years ago, I was her. But she's at that age where someone like me, she's not gonna listen, she's not gonna talk to me. So I have to stand back and watch it. And we go back and forth because I already know, and I'm not playing your game. I'm not. You're not gonna bring me down with you, right?
Right.
I did it. I know the game. I know how you play it, and you could count me out. But everything is negative. Everything inside of work, outside of work, her whole life. And she's not like me since the one day I asked her, I said, well, what is something positive that's happened to you lately? And she took that question, flipped it upside down, and went bonkers on me.
Wow.
Because nothing in her has been positive for so long.
Right.
That she legitimately didn't know how to handle that moment. It was insane. And that was when I realized that I just have to, I can't, I have to pretend like she's not even there, even though sometimes we work side by side.
Oh yeah.
But when I work with her and whenever she's there, everybody has a rough shift. Everybody. Because she brings everybody down. And even when we try to avoid it and walk around it, it's still right there.
It says something about about that person. It's very strong, the energy.
I love my job when she's not there. I can have the meanest customers, and some of the other servers can be having a crap day, right? And arguing and just causing all kinds of ruckus, but none of that amounts to that negative aura that comes with her.
Generates with it.
Y'all know somebody like that when every time they enter a room, everything gets tense and your heart drops?
Walking on eggshells, everything just turns upside down. Yes, I know many.
Because you know if you sneeze wrong, it's going to cause World War III. And so my point in this story is he was saying that, he wants to not be around the negativity. And if y'all
totally
stop
separate myself, and everyone should follow that method by separating if need be, because yourself needs help first. Right? You need peace.
But remember, when you're the one being negative constantly, you're the one having a negative life more so than the rest of us. And sometimes, y'all, we just need to look in the mirror. And trust me, I do, Rob. It's great. But I do it by killing it with kindness. Like, she can't stand when somebody she doesn't like does something for her. So I'll purposely make sure that I'm trying to run food, run drinks, and run all the stuff of hers because it drives her insane. She hates it. And all I'm doing is my job.
Trying to every day.
But I don't dive into the whole intentionally making them mad or going out of my way to make them mad, because that just shows you who I am.
Because it could be the actual boss.
Yeah, and that's worse.
And that's worse. And it can actually be the boss. It could be the associate. It could be the the vice, anybody. And you're just trying to work and have a peaceful day. And all of a sudden, boom, their aura just smacks in. And I feel that all the time, and I relate with people with that. That's what I want, message I want to spread.
So what made you realize this? Like, what was your moment where you were like, you know what, I can't do this negativity anymore?
It could be at any moment too, but this special moment that I realized that was literally going out, even shopping. Like you'll just see people be like, oh wow, okay, you're right. You differ with people, but there is a lot of bad auras out there, and they need help. To direct themselves for sure.
They need help, but they need help within, not from us. Understand that. I don't care who you are. If you live a life of misery, it is simply a self-reflection. Okay? I don't care who you bring into your life. Y'all can have fun together, right? Y'all can make some amazing memories, but there is not one soul on earth that can make you happy inside here other than yourself. So if you're walking around waiting for someone to hop in your life to make you happy, it's never going to happen. They may give you moments, but deep inside, you've got to find yourself and realize what makes you happy. You've got to be content going to a restaurant alone to eat an entire meal. You have to be content going to the movies alone. You have to be content sitting on your couch alone. You have to find the peace and the comfort in that before you're going to move on to anything else. That was my hardest lesson, was going, you mean to tell me my whole life has been bull crap because of myself? Yeah,
Damn,
that's exactly
deep.
what I'm telling you.
That's deep.
I didn't like that lesson so much in life, y'all. That one was hard, and it took a long time to get through because nobody wants to admit they're at fault. None of us do.
Right. Like, you know, I made a mess up and now I'm trying to do better. You know, just always try to do better no matter what. Try to look at the positive outside, you know, the positive outlook on it.
Absolutely.
Outside look on it, you know.
What are some of the things you do nowadays to make sure that you don't put yourself in negative situations?
I've been doing a whole little workout plan going on, you know, doing at least 30 push-ups, you know, every 3 hours or so, you know what I mean? We'll space it out. And that's been helping. And then obviously showering, you know, fresh out the shower, you know, sanity wise, because all that, using the restroom, showering, that's all sanity. You know what I mean? Washing hands, yeah. You know, so always just try to do that for myself, and hopefully my brain will, you know, connect and do the right choices.
Right. What are some of the self-care stuff? You said it's important for self-care. What are some of the things that you change to give you some of the things that you deserve more on that end of things?
It's just very therapeutical to pray, obviously too. But I like streaming. Streaming is therapeutical also, to where you can spread, you know, what's on your chest, basically. I'm saying. So that's why I like streaming, going on shows. You know, I got auctions coming up April 18th with Miss, you know, Top Badge Kawhi. Top Badge, you know, Tilly Lily show. So I just really appreciate you for even having me.
Not anymore.
Oh, that's right.
When my grandma fell and broke her hip, and I had to pick between being on here or being with her. And so obviously I made the only choice that I could make and pick grandma. But we still streamed here and there when we could. We still have always done the show. I just didn't have the man hours to keep up with it, and that's all right. I did it. I had it. It was awesome while it lasted.
It's been 30 days for me too, coming back. Like, I've been gone.
I never left. I still always did my show. I just could not do. I couldn't even squeeze the 10 hours in because I was always at the nursing home. And if she was having a bad day, you know, she'd be laying in the back. And nobody wants to hear a 95-year-old woman moaning and crying. You know what I mean?
Right.
She had a massive surgery. She has every right to lay there, right? But during that moment, and I probably should have done a reach out thing, and I probably would have worked with me more, but I panicked. It was just the time of the switch. Everything was new. And so but I promised everybody, badge or no badge, I'm still here. I'm still me, and we're still going strong. So
always. Yeah, like I said, I've been back for 30 days, and I'm glad to be back on the show, and more shows to come forth. You know. Yay.
Thank you. All right, so JMB, I like to ask guests if you could go back and tell your 16-year-old self anything, what would it be?
Yes, trust the process, but also I would just tell him to be more aware. Being more aware, because right now I'm lucky. I'm very lucky, and yeah, I would tell my past self to be more self-aware. Whatever that means.
That's a good one. It's a good one. All right. So I guess let me ask, was there anything else you wanted to add to the segment? Like, you guys if you just missed, we're talking about it's a little bit of the self-care, self-love, but more so about not allowing yourself to be negative or to be around people who are constantly negative. And don't get me wrong, y'all, we all have moments, but it's so important we don't get stuck, because the longer we're in that negative moment, the harder it's going to be for us to get out of it. And none of us want to get stuck. None of us want to be stuck sad or mad or angry or whatever makes us, you know? So we got to find our way. Like he's like JMB said, he finds himself doing push-ups if he needs to, whether it's just to do it, to keep himself regulated, or I don't know if that's, you know what, someone pissed me off, 30 push-ups, here we go. You know, you have to learn to regulate and find things that are going to snap you out of that, because a negative person wants nothing more than to bring you to their level. So please, for the love of God, I don't care how bright you shine, do not dim your light for anybody. Period.
This was not a coinkydink. We were meant to be here. Do not dim your light.
Yeah. And it just listen, just because they can't handle your brightness, that's a them problem, not a you problem. Right. I'm gonna go buy a pair of sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I ain't gonna dim for nobody. Right. Look the other way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But y'all, I know that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. You wanna know why? Because I promise not everybody's gonna be my cup of tea.
Know that.
That's all right. The difference is what makes the world go round.
Right. It takes a lot to make another human being tee off, mad. You know? In
some instances, some angry people are just angry naturally, but that's because they've allowed themselves to be stuck in that state.
Right. My grandma always said, we call her Mima though, Miss Mima. She always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, do not let it come out in the first place. Do not say it at all.
Yeah. You don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Because the words and the tongue is powerful. What you say, manifest, will happen.
Well, words last forever. You can't unhear and you can't unsay what you said or heard, you know? Careful what you say to the people you care about.
You know, so I just want to spread that awareness too to the people that, you know, of not knowing your tongue and what you say out of your mouth and the energy you put forth. That is going to be amazingly in the universe. And it comes back.
It sure does, y'all. Sure.
I've always manifested, and you know, I told others just manifest. I know you're going through something right now, and it's really hurting you deep inside. But you have to sit down, breathe, and just remember that you are who you are and designed of how you're designed.
Yeah.
You know? No one could be you. You are you. No one could be you, you know? So that's, you know, you just got to remember that every single day.
I don't think another person can handle my shoes.
That's right. That's right.
But, all right, JMB, when do you stream? What are your streams like?
So I usually stream 24/7. I even do sleep streams and stuff. And my streams are all about uplifting, you know, making people bouncers. So if anyone wants to become a bouncer and become, you know, part of the JMB Nation, come check in with me for sure. And I do verses all the time. And, you know, we got a lot of great people coming in that are brand new to the app. And I'm definitely one of the streamers that can help them be able to learn about the app and stuff and spread them around, you know, to different places. But I always tell people on verses, when I do verses, I'm like, favorite Emoji J, because Emoji J is the connector, you know, so very thankful for that, you know.
Yeah.
For sure. And She-Mac, you know, top, I wouldn't say Top Edge, but She-Mac. Okay, she's really cool. You have to check her out. It's basically like, she's got the PC and what is it? Shapeshifters.
See,
that's what it was.
I have a hard time in streams where there's not people talking to me. I always have. That's a personal thing. You know, like there's some I'll go in, you can hang out for a few minutes, but that's a me. I like this.
Yeah. I like always, you know, put my time.
I don't know. I guess I feel like if you can't, I mean, don't get me wrong. When there's like some people who do little tidbits, like segments where they have their computer stuff, and that's funny. But if I'm only ever talking to the computer, I have a hard time with it. I want to see you see me.
The real you, yeah, the real you. So everyone, make sure you put forth that for real, because I always like showing the real me. and doing verses as roommates, so it's always me.
But I will admit some of the backgrounds that the computers can produce are pretty cool. Like you don't have to have thousands of dollars in plants for a cool background. They can just be like, I want a plant background, and they can have a different one every week. You know, like that stuff's cool.
Yeah.
But just I like when I see their faces. There are some pretty cool setups. That with some of the game shows that you do through the PCs, that was fun. We did a lot of fun stuff on those. Like that was neat. Does he still do it? The Deal or No Deal? Does he still do that show?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, there was
that
this
was
one.
A pretty cool setup. That guy took that guy a long time. Scan or whatever his name was.
Scan something. That
was
cool. Really cool. That was real cool. Scantron, he was real cool. And he's a good guy. Like he's like super chill guy. I don't know whatever happened to him too. Like I said, I've been.
That's right. I don't. It's God. It's crazy. People you just one day you're like, where'd they go? Where'd they go?
Rich Show. Emerald Empress is still with us.
She's still, but she came back around. She was on here not even a couple months ago, I think. Like when she first was coming back around. Yeah.
Yep. So that was awesome. Like She-Mac. I guess She-Mac has a show. You have to check her. You know.
I gotta check it out.
Check it out.
Just SHEMAC. She-Mac.
Yeah, She-Mac, because Mac is her husband. You know, she's the wife, so she. Yeah, so she's doing really great too. Yeah, there's a lot of great people.
I'm probably just jealous of the computer stuff that I don't know how to do it.
Oh no, that is tough. Me either. I don't know do any of the tech stuff. But
y'all are lucky I can log in and meet me and get on here. Like
to begin with.
I don't even have a computer. That's how anti that I am. Like we got a laptop, but we don't have
the mods and whatever they got going on.
I'm probably just jealous that people know all that stuff and I don't. That's probably all it is. Because probably if I had the ability to change me into like a raccoon or a dog or something, I'd probably
with a crown and a gold chain and all kinds of like.
You know,
like what?
I'm probably just that's it. I think I'm just jealous. But I'd still show my face sometimes so y'all could see who I really was.
Yes, the real ones do face reveals. Like you know how like Panda and then he came out, then all of a sudden he's working out or whatnot, and you see his real face, you're like, oh yeah. Like
sometimes the voice doesn't match the face at all.
No. Yeah, it's funny.
Not from on this app.
Yeah, Panish out the Panda.
I had a job real quick. I know it's featured show, but I do believe we're missing the third guest, so I'm kind of trying to help fill. But I had a job where I had to talk to people, and this guy worked at a different type of the same location, right? But we had to interact on the phone all the time. He had this deep, burly voice, and you know, and so like I'm expecting when we actually he had to come bring something to me that we didn't have time to ship. So he brought it, and he shows up at my desk, and I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, "Hey, Lily," and I'm like, I'm expecting like 6'6", burly, bearded, just all. You know, lumberjack style, and he was maybe 5'2", $120 soaking wet, had one of the splits down the middle, and the glasses like that. Not the face that matched that voice at all, but still one of the sweetest I've ever worked with, nonetheless. But it was like, y'all ever do that? Try to make if you hear voices like when you're hearing a story, like all of us when we're listening to an audiobook, like I'm sure we all have different visualizations of what the characters look like when they're reading, and I feel like the voice that the characters pick has a lot to do with that sometimes, right? Weird. But all right, what other shows and events are you on? Back on track, sorry.
So I do have a show Sunday, which I'm gonna text Emoji J with the official, you know, just so I officially can wrap my hand around it. Sunday I got auction on the 18th of April. Okay. So that's coming up with Top Badge Kauai. And like I said, I want to network with more top badges, more VIP, you know, whatever VIPs and all the top people for sure. And I went to Panda's Favorite Fate party, and I think Groovy has hers on Friday, right? Top Badge Groovy.
I think Saturday nights is hers, isn't it?
Saturday nights.
I could be wrong.
It could be Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna have to check in and see. But yeah, more people doing fave parties. I was thinking about doing one too, but it would be like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay. Thanks.
Tuesday, Wednesday. But I like to do verses. I do verses all the time.
See, those scare me. They scare
Mhm.
me though.
I know. I'll be meeting all kinds of people though, but yeah, it's tough. It is
I
tough.
feel like I still meet more not so nice people than of actually nice people,
Mhm.
which is it's hard. I can't.
It's a lot of stuff you got to go through just to find the good rewarding people. The things you got to go through.
Y'all, my biggest lesson to y'all is just be nice to people. For the love of God, it's free.
Hmm.
It's free.
Literally free. Yeah, and there's this one guy named Fun. Fun does verses, and if they don't get 4 questions right, they got to do a challenge, like sticking socks in your mouth, having 2 full water bottles, doing jumping jacks so it gets all over you. Then you got to do a handstand, or I guess there's other ones like hot sauce and prank call, and like Fun is amazing. But yeah, I'm thankful that I went with the easy ones and not the hard ones because there's hard dares. But I ended up getting on his Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame board the 4th time. I bet him 3 times, I lost, and then the 4th time I got it. So now I'm on his board, the Hall of Fame board of Fun.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy any of those if I lost.
No, I took a chance on the 4th one. I was like, if I lose this, I'm a loser.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd have stopped at 3.
Yeah, I know. I lost 3 times in a row. I'm like, and then I got him again, and he's like, "You want to do this again?" I'm like, "Yo, all right." And then I had the right people in my chat that helped me, and I went full faith into him, and got it. So I'm on the Hall of Fame of Fun.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All
I think
right.
I'm number 3, or what? Number 3 car or something like that.
All right, guys. Look, if you haven't done it already, hit JMB with the fave. He's good.
JMB Nation.
Positive energy.
Positive energy. Self-love, and just remember that you are you, and no one can be you.
Right. Exactly. All right, JMB. I hope you have an amazing Friday. Thank you so much again.
And you said come back on after, like still stay tuned in, right?
I'll stay out. Yeah, I'll be on for. Well, that depends. It depends. Look, nobody. No. We'll see. We'll see what happens at 11.
Yes. Top edge.
But all right, we're gonna get our next guest in the box, and yeah, guys, hit that fave, and we'll talk to you later, JMB.
Yes, thank you. And we dropping jets.
Ooh. Y'all, and I'm supposed to just keep talking and pretend like stuff like that doesn't happen, you see. Right. And how do you not go thank you for the jet?
Can't do it. Let's go with 100.
KD. Oh, Malanta. It's been a minute since I've seen one of those. Right, Fred?
Yo, I love this app for that reasoning. It's amazing.
And you thought you were getting top spot, not with KD around, yo. All right, crazy. Let's get you in the box, JMB. Yeah. Thank you.
JB Nation, love y'all. If you guys love me, put JB Nation in your bio. Silly Lily show. JB Nation in the bio.
Thank you.
Yes, and everyone can DM me on Instagram. I have Instagram, so they can all DM me there, and all the top badges, and let me know what is up next because I want to be up next to everything.
Yeah, let Jay know. He'll get you on all the things.
Auction April 18th.
All right.
We'll do a versus.
All right, JMB. Have a good one, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Silly Lily.
All right, crazy. You ready, love? Britt, hello. All right, here we go. It's not letting it. Hold on. Here we go. Hello. How are you? Thank you for changing that for me. I'm so sorry.
You good, baby? I've been on your show before. I was on it when you was at the beach.
All right, yes. Okay. How are you, love?
A little under the weather, but I'm good.
I think my medicine kicked in, so I'm doing all right. But yeah, when I first woke up, I was all blowing my nose. I'm like, hold on, guys.
I bet.
All right, so what topic did we pick and why, girl?
We're going to continue on the trials and tribulations.
Okay. Explains for the new folks.
Well, last time it was trials and tribulations with my kid.
No, I think we're good. We're good.
This time it's going to be trials and tribulations with myself.
All right. What made you pick this?
Because every day I go through trials and tribulations with myself that stem back from when I was younger, baby. The biggest one being like a 4-year gap in my life where I was fighting myself in my head and everything else, and I got off the wrong path and started doing drugs and you know what I mean. Started doing bad things, let's put it that way.
Substances is usually a good word.
What'd you say, darling?
Substances is usually a safe word.
Okay. Started doing substances and everything else, and then I said I was fighting with myself, fighting demons, everything, but then something woke me up. I don't know what it was. I guess it's one of the trials and tribulations that I went through. I am not missing a quarter.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I think all of us we fight kind of like, I call it my inner demon, you know. We always have, like, first of all, I mean, we know we are all, like, we have to admit it, we are our own worst enemy, right? Like, we judge ourselves harder than anybody else.
I know I feel key. Where they at?
I think that it's important that we remember that not everything in life is perfect and not everything goes exactly how we want it to go, and it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. But I know for me, a lot of times I felt like the world was crumbling if things didn't go exactly how I needed them to go.
Exactly. And it's like I was saying, I don't know what it is that woke me up or anything, but it's like one day I woke up. I'll remember the day like it was yesterday. It was October 2nd of 2018. I woke up that morning and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this today. I don't want to do this no more. I was already in trouble. So I'm like, well, let me call my PO and see if I can get some help. She got me into a rehab that day.
Good.
And that's where the tribulation comes in, because she got me into a rehab that day, and then I've been clean come 8 years, October 2nd of this year, and it's like I've had a bunch of ups and downs in that road to recovery, that roller coaster. I mean, I still go through it. Thank you. I still go through it till this day. Like,
recovery is a lifelong process. You have to wake up and make the choice to keep yourself sober every day.
I do. I got a best friend of mine that every morning as soon as I wake up, and like when I say best friend, I mean best friend, ride or die, two friends. Actually, I got two of them. One's a girl, one's a female. Every morning when I wake up, instead of using, I choose to text both of them good morning. That way they know, hey, look, today I woke up and I chose to stay sober.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're all right. You're all right. It is a battle every day. I mean,
and it's like, I don't know what it's been about this week, but it's like been fighting those inner demons, and it's like I've been have no idea what it is about this week. Like I said, I've been fighting those demons that inner demon all week, and it's like every morning I still choose to wake up, stay strong, and go about my day, do what I gotta do, and don't even like with me having as much clean time as I have, it's still hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've got my sponsor. She has a little over 20 years under her belt, and she says it's still hard for her some days.
My dad's got over 10 years. I think he's creeping up on 11 years at the end of this month, if I remember correctly.
Congratulations.
And I know it's a battle for him every day still.
And it's like what I went through. It took me one time getting in trouble to learn my lesson, literally to learn my lesson that
And your threat.
and my threat. Yeah, literally, my mama threatened to cut me off and not be my mama no more. And she
No,
said,
I'll always be your mom and love you, but I wouldn't help you no more.
yeah, that's what she said. She said, I
No
ain't never
more
going to help you.
enabling, yeah. No more
Yeah.
enabling.
Tough
Hey.
love.
Tough love, as she calls it. And it's like,
As a mama, that tough love is one of the hardest damn things you can do, because trust me, I had to give my oldest some tough love, and that destroyed me on the inside for a long time. But that tough love got him straight too.
exactly, that's what it did. It got me straight, and it's keeping me on that straight and narrow, because it's like growing up and stuff, it's like mama always did what she had to do to put a roof and stuff over her head. And mama's always gonna be mama. Mama's gonna be my A1 since day one, no matter what. And it's like what I went through and everything, I just wish my sister could learn from my lesson that I went through and get her act together, because we're still going through the trials and tribulations of using substances and everything else with my sister. And it's like we hope and pray to God when we take her to rehab on Sunday that it actually works this time.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like
Yeah, because it's stressing me out.
mama's like, it's stressing her out.
I'm too damn old to get stressed like this every day.
And so yeah, it's just crazy, baby. But yeah, and then to touch back onto my kid, it's like my daughter.
Just go back into your life.
This goes, what I'm getting ready to say continues into what we talked about last time, but it also coexists with this what I'm talking about now. It's like when I was using the substances and everything, my kid cut me off. My daughter, it will be 24 years old next Friday or Thursday. Next Thursday or Friday, on the 26th of this month, okay? She'll be 24 years old. My daughter cut me off, wouldn't have anything to do with me. She got pregnant at a young age, and I asked her, because I was in rehab at the time. I told her, I said, look, kiddo, I said, the only thing that I want to be, I said, I know you're choosing to do what you're choosing to do with my grandbaby. And I said, that's fine and dandy. I said, but all I want is to be there when you have my grandbaby. And my daughter told me no. And that that made me cry. Like, but I mean, I understand where she's coming from, because she had watched me do the drugs for 4 years. She had watched me go through every single thing that I went through.
Well, you run that red light.
And it's like she's seen it all. Front hand, front line. I mean, she's seen it all. She's seen it all. And we're just now, at her being 24 years old, almost 24, we're just now getting our relationship back to where it was before I started using the substances. So
Yep.
it's like all those trials and tribulations and all those lessons and everything. And it's like I've been through it all. I've done it all. And I just thank God every day that I get to wake up on this side of the earth.
Definitely. I think I would say 99.9% of people who fall into using substances is to mask, things that they feel or something that might happen that they don't want to face. So you got to remember, like, a lot of the times when you're on substances, it's because you're hiding, you're running from something. And I know personally that's what it was for me. And it wasn't until I faced my realities and then for me it kind of took my rock bottom, and a rock bottom for everybody looks different. But I hit my rock bottom, and that's what changed me. And then I had to start facing all the things that made me uncomfortable and the things that hurt. So that's a big part of finding who you really are and getting past that.
Right. Like I said, I mean, I hit my rock bottom too. I got caught. I got in trouble with some substances. I was looking at 10 to 20 years in a maximum security prison. And it's like, yeah, it's like it's time to change.
So what are the things you do now to stay sober? What are some of the steps you take?
Well, I spend as much time with as I can with my mom. That helps. I come on here during the day, like early morning. I'll have coffee with a really good friend of mine that I met on here, which is one of my best friends that I text every morning. Like I'll talk with her, and it's like if I get in my head, it's like I reach out to my sponsor. Like my sponsor is one of my biggest supports. I just keep my day filled with the cats and my sponsor if I need her, and family, baby.
You're going in and out a lot and breaking up. So I'm gonna just ask, was there anything else you wanted to add to this topic? And then I'm gonna you're very in and out.
No, baby, I'm good.
All right,
I'm good
honey.
now.
Well, I hope you have the best Friday. Thank you for coming on and sharing with us. All right. Have a good one, honey. All right. All right, you guys, that was two amazing guests, both with some really good topics. Give me 1 second. All right, so, all right, guys. So pretty much today we talked about not being negative, not surrounding yourself with negative kind of people. And then we were just talking about how, you have to make, choices to keep yourself on the right path. But I think for me sitting here today, I'm taking this as holding yourself accountable. I'm just hearing hold yourself accountable in the back of my head a lot, right? Like we are responsible for our own actions. We are responsible for what we do to deal with whatever problems we have. We are responsible for our reactions to other people's stupidity, right? And you are what you surround yourself with, right? If you're a person who enjoys, we'll use my kid as an example, right? Loves music, playing instruments, and anime. I'm not going to find that kid on the football field, right? And then you got somebody over here who really is all about sports, football, baseball, basketball. You're probably going to find them on a basketball court, not in a library. I mean, they might be in a library if they have homework, right? But not for fun, right? If you have somebody who loves debate, you're probably going to find them at debate versus a chess club. You know what I mean? Like, it's, you have to be true to yourself. You know, if you do the things that make you happy and not worry about who likes you and who doesn't, and you just worry about staying true to yourself, the right people are going to find you. But if you're out here playing pretending to like these things, like, let's just say that, wait, is that the same? Jacob and JMB the same? Okay, well, we're going to say Jacob. Let's say that I have a big crush on Jacob, right? And Jacob really loves, I don't know, basketball. I absolutely can't stand basketball, and I think it's the dumbest sport. Okay, I don't really, but we're referencing for a story, right? But I tell Jacob, because I want to hang out with Jacob, that I love basketball and I know about basketball. But what's wrong with that picture? I just lied. And now a month later, Jacob finds out I really didn't like basketball and that I lied to him. And then I'm mad at Jacob because he won't talk to me because I lied to him. How's that Jacob's fault? I lied. I started our friendship, relationship, or whatever based off a lie, right? So how is that anybody's fault but mine? Wink, wink. So maybe it's not that you haven't found your person. It's just maybe you're not looking in the right places. Because you got to realize you can't find your tribe if you're not rocking your own vibe. You've got to be true to yourself if you're going to find the people who will also be true to you. Because if you're going to lie to your damn self, why in the hell should anybody else be honest with you? I'm just saying. Cheers. Like, as an example, I tell all of you I'm wild, I'm crazy, I say what's on my mind, and I hurt feelings a lot. And you guys are like, no, you don't. But then you get to know me. And then you realize that I am. And that's okay. Right? So you got to understand, like, you got to be true to yourself. You can't find your kind of people if you're not being true to yourself, is my whole point to that whole story. So be true to you. Love yourself. Do the things that make you happy. And surround yourself with people who make you feel good, right? And be silly. Don't be afraid to be silly. It's crazy. I don't know why I'm grabbing that. I need this. I had a habit. We're reaching my hour. I've got like an hour time frame where I don't use that thing, and I'm going nuts. Oh, man. I do not have a new Stanley. No, this is still my broken one. I don't think I'm getting it because I think I would have had it by now. It's been like a couple weeks, so I don't think they cared enough to follow through and actually keep their warranty thing alive. So if you have a Stanley and they tell you it's replaceable and they tell you if you do all the right things for their way too expensive cups, they don't make it right. They're not lifelong time guarantees, even if you have all the proper pictures and the barcodes and the receipts. There's your other lesson. Don't worry about trying to file for another one. I had the barcode. I had all the pictures, all the things they wanted. But it's been 2 weeks. It doesn't take 2 weeks to send a cup.